Ah, isn't this great? The sun is out, the birds are chirping, and oh my Kratos, God of War 3 is getting remastered on the PlayStation 4. That's right, the Ghost of Sparta is making his way to the next generation in gaming. I know what you're thinking, guys. There's nothing to cover in the GOW series. Everything is pretty self-explanatory, from the motives to the villains, but there is one thing I have always wondered. How are the Blades of Chaos, and Athena, and Exile possible without all the magic or fire or the powers that Kratos possesses? Today, New Age Army, we are going to talk about the Blades of Chaos.
But first, where does one start? First, let's actually look at the weapon itself. What is this made out of? Gold? Diamond? All the silver you wasted buying games like Watch Dogs and Bond of Flame? No, the weapons in ancient Greece were made out of good old bronze and iron. Wait, bronze and iron? I hear you're already struggling under the thought of carrying that much of a heavy sword, let alone actually carrying it. Well, that swords really didn't weigh that much. And even the heaviest two-handed swords were only about 5 pounds. Whoa, mind blown. I know. So fear not, my young warriors, you can still slice and dice with the best of us.
The next problem we need to face is how long are the blades? We aren't given any real specification on how far these blades reach, so what do? We use basic math, of course. Now, in order to find out just how long these blades are, we need a point of reference, something we know the size of in this universe. Now, after watching countless walkthroughs, going through tons of references, and giving up, and looking at the wiki because it's right there, Kratos is 8 feet tall. Hold up, 8 feet tall? That's like a giant, even for these mythos, but now, let us use Kratos as the point of reference. First off, let's look at Kratos in this angle. Next, let's place a full body image of him side by side, matching the height. We both agree these are equal head to toe. Awesome. Hope that dislike button doesn't get pressed. Anyway, now that we have this little piece of information, let's move along in this clip. Okay, now stop. At this point, the blades are at their average apex. Now, let's use the Kratos body. Kratos? Can you turn on your side?
I serve no one.
Oh, no, nothing like that. Just turn over. Okay, now, if we place Kratos at the length of the chains in this screenshot, we find that he isn't long enough. Ruh-roh. Let's put another Kratos on the screen. Ah, here we go. If we look closely, the blades from tip to handle are roughly 9 feet 2 inches long. Whoa, swinging around a 5-pound object with a 9-foot rope? If that, I mean, looking at the blades, they are pretty small compared to the average Xephos sword. Even with magic, this seems like a terribly difficult weapon to wield. Are there any weapons even relatably like the Blades of Chaos? The answer is yes.
And with that yes, I bet you're thinking about the Maul, or the Morning Star, or something Greekish or gladiatorial. But, looking through Greek weaponry, we can't find any weapon that is remotely close to what we need. Scanning through the world, we did find a place where these kinds of weapons do exist. Feudal Japan, almost 6,000 miles away. In Japan, we find 3 weapons that could be our Blades of Chaos. The first one we are going to look at is a Kusari Fundo, or the weight in the chain in English. This weapon is pretty self-explanatory, and it sounds like our winner, right? Well, the issue is that these weapons were used as concealed weapons, rather than full-out gore and guts. And aside from that, it's only a 3-pound weight, really not going to do any damage in a fight.
Let's look at our next weapon, the Surigama, or the Kama chain. Yes, I know, names are difficult, but if you look at them very closely, it's Kama. That could be like the Blades of Chaos. Hooray! Our searching is over. Well, not exactly. With this weapon, the chain is primarily swung in a circle around the body to keep the enemy at bay while still holding the Kama. So this weapon screams more defense and less offense. But there just has to be a weapon. Has to be.
Ah, yes, the rope dart. Wait, what? Assassin's Creed 3 has the Blades of Chaos. Well, actually, yeah. Looking at the true master wielding this weapon, being able to move fluidly, and being able to add a barrage of attacks, this little puppy can break bones, cause severe internal bleeding, and even end the opponent's life in one swipe of this weapon. Now, why did we choose this weapon as our real-life Chaos Blades? Because it's fast, landing massive and painful hits in seconds. This weapon has no specific length, so we could easily make it 9 feet 2 inches, and the best part, this weapon is used exactly like Kratos' weapon in style, in brutality, and even in color. Well, Blades of Chaos, welcome to the real world.
And on that violent note, this is Josh with the New Age Gamers wishing you a great day.